What's up, guys? It's your favorite executive producer and sometime host, Sean. I'm here with your favorite host, Mr. Self-Care himself, Nabil.
Well,
And we also have a special guest today, Andy Mack himself.
Blessings.
But I will let him give himself an intro.
My name is Andy Mack himself, and we're at the beach. We're going to eat some s'mores, talk some cool shit. You know, I'm here with friends. It's a good time.
living life.
I do it all.
What do you do?
Do it all. So what all is anything that I want to do. But as of lately, it's been photography, DJing, I sell merch. I try to just do a bunch of shit that stimulates my mind.
Man of many talents.
Cool. And, obviously, even though you're multifaceted, we want to touch on your eye in photography. And so today we kind of want to talk about what is photography per se. Like, I feel like it's such a broad category for people to kind of grasp, and then we can get into the intricacies of, like, you know, the essence of it, what it actually means, what people should look for. And so I guess since both of you are in specific lanes of photography, I'd like to pass it over to you two and get a better understanding of, like, what does photography mean to you?
Yeah, you're the guest, so take it away.
I think in the grander scheme of things, photography is literally just documentation. You know, it's capturing that moment, whether it's for study purposes, for fun, whatever. It's like that's a moment that you captured, and it's documented, and now that's forever. You know, forever to you if you feel like holding it on. You know, yeah, I think photography in the grand scheme of things is documentation and just proof, evidence that it happened, that it's there, that you were there, that it happened. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it's like how we freeze time. Like, you capture a moment and you see a photo of it, you always look back and you're like, oh yeah, I remember what was happening during that photo. Like, especially when you're shooting it. Like, if you're like shooting a concert, you're like, oh yeah, I was in the mosh pit and someone like elbowed me, and it's like you just like there's memories, you know.
Word
so
up.
it's always the
I
thing.
definitely like to say that photography is like time travel, because like he said, you can remember that moment that you shot it.
Yeah.
Like in his example, like the mosh pit, like you can remember the person that probably elbowed you.
Yeah.
You know, you can remember like how crazy that night was, or what happened before that moment that you shot it, or the moment after, whatever case it is. Like, that happened, and now you have evidence of it, and it's just brings you back to that time every time you go back to it.
Lord.
Do you feel like photography has a deeper meaning?
I mean, it's subjective to the person, you know. Like, there's so many different kinds of photography, so people do it for different reasons. You know, I did it because it started off just me, like, documenting my friends. You know, my friends were the ones that were doing things. I didn't think of photography as some crazy art field at the time, because I was documenting other people that were doing things that I thought were bigger. But as time kept going, I'm like, oh, I have a bigger purpose here. I'm documenting what's happening in my city. I'm documenting what my friends are doing, and that's its purpose for me, is like, I'm capturing what's going on in real time, and in 10 years I could be like, this is what happened here.
Yeah.
Got it. So I guess while we're on that topic, right, holistically speaking, since you, like I said, you both have two different styles of shooting, right? Why do you think holistically, like, people outside of you two being artists, you know, the person behind the lens, why do you think that we take photos in general? So, like, if we look at it from like an iPhone or old photography, like old photograph books, obviously for the memories and documentation, but do you think that there's other underlying reasons like why we take photos?
I'll bring it to the simple point of, like, Instagram. I think at least in this day and age, a lot of photography is done just to flex. You know, like,
Definitely.
it's always like, oh, I got this nice fit, so I'm gonna take the picture to show that off. You
I'm
know,
guilty of that.
or a moment in time that was special to you, a wedding. You get wedding
see it.
pictures because you want to remember it. You know what I mean? A moment like this, we're at the beach. You know, I took a picture of him because we was here.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Okay.
And it's just like a little flex in that example, you know,
Okay.
like, it's just a little flex, and yeah.
So
Yeah.
do you view photography like a trend now? It's more like people think that it's easier and more accessible to do. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, it's definitely easier to get into with like digital cameras and everything. Like the entry level of like a photographer is like super easy. You could buy a camera tomorrow and just like start shooting stuff. But I think it comes down to like there's a difference between people who just like do it for a hobby and then like as a profession. I think it comes down to like your passion and talent and I guess ability in this way. Because I think the thing is everyone has like egos and we take photos of things for our ego and that's how it drives us in a way. Which is why like you were saying from Instagram, you gotta take the fit pic. It's like an ego thing because you see the likes go up and you're like, oh shit, I'm popping. Like, yo, Fashion Nova, drop me a deal right now.
Yeah, but I mean, because the way I'm looking at it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I would like your opinion. Since you said that it's more accessible, you know, you look at iPhone, they're giving you like a bajillion megapixels to take a nice photo, right? Like because it's so accessible and the technology, do you think that you two being artists, when you're taking photography, right? Do you feel like more people, like, do you think that the technology is shouldering a lot of the skill and talent, or do you feel like being in the photography realm, like you still have to have a specific eye, like a specific mindset going into it?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think there's the technology can only do so much. Like I said, it's just like it just helps you get into it. Because there's people who like shoot on automatic and they're just taking photos of like their kids and stuff. And then you get as you progress, you get better and you actually learn like what the camera's actually doing and what it's about. And then your eye comes into play because we could take the photo of the same thing and it might be totally different from how we do it because it's just different vision. So at the end of the day, it comes down to like your eye. Like the camera only does so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could definitely say that photography is something easy because the technology does help it, but the eye matters in the end. Like he said, that we could take the same picture, but we got different eyes, so it's going to look different. But the quality might be the same.
Yeah.
You know, like the 4K or the 1080p or, you know, the high quality megapixels. That might be the same, but the photo itself won't.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Like he might take a photo straight on, I might take it from the side. Like it's just the way you see things changes it. Perspectives, yeah, definitely.
So do you feel like having other creative interests helps with your photography as an add-on or additive?
Yeah, I mean, for me, speaking from experience, like when I started, I was just taking photos of just things, and then as I grew, I started drawing on them and like doing different things with them, like making them into GIFs and stuff like that. And it only amplified like when I take a photo, the things that run through my mind, like, oh, if I take a photo of a tree, is there something in the photo that I can manipulate later to make it more interesting?
Yeah.
So it definitely affects the way I process taking photos in general. What about you, Andy? What do you think?
I definitely think I agree with what you're saying, but I think photography itself helped me get into other outlets or helped me build a little more, I don't know, I want to say confidence too, because I have to go up to strangers sometimes to like ask to take a picture, you know, and that gave me confidence with like DJing, for example. I'm able to like be in a crowd of completely strangers and I'm comfortable because I've already built that rapport like with people prior, you know, like being able to be around these strangers and just comfortably have a conversation with them. That stemmed from photography because I had to talk to them. I had to convince them like, yeah, I'm a total stranger, but I could get a really good photo out of you, you know?
Yeah.
And that helped me with my social skills, that helped me with my anxiety, that helped me with so much because I was able to break that barrier, that icebreaker right there, and then it just stemmed from there. You know, it just kept on building.
Yeah, definitely.
So, are there any photographers that are some of your biggest influences, or like I guess even outside of that realm? You know, what influences you to continue and be passionate and drive you to just...
Truthfully, all my life I never like looked into like the history in photography. Like, I don't have like a favorite photographer. Like, if I'm gonna say I have a favorite photographer, it's probably myself. But I don't mean that in like the most cocky way. I just don't really know about all the other photographers that are out there. I'm more inspired by my friends. You know, like I'm inspired by a person like Nabil. I'm inspired by a person like Nate because they're pushing the envelope and they're within my reach. So that makes me feel even greater. Like there's this energy around, you know, and there's history in photography that I'm sure in ways subconsciously has influenced me, but I wouldn't know directly.
Okay.
Like if I saw it, then I'd be like, oh, I kind of do shadow work like that too. I do the same kind of lighting, but I wouldn't have known that. That was just me off doing it, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel you on that too. And I feel like most people don't know the history of photography. And photography stems back from, like, me personally, the way I look at photography is like, even if you're looking at hieroglyphics and like people are paint, technically it's like, I feel like a hieroglyphic is in between like a painting and a photo of somebody, because it's all like self-portraits.
Yeah.
Then you get into like when people started making those remember those dangerous ass like cameras that like you snap it and like dust comes out and stuff like that. And like as it transitioned over time, right? I feel like for me, photography is all about like it's more of like an influence through the time, right? Like, why do we see certain photos of historical figures that still are, you know, prominent today? And so it's weird because some of the photo, and I want to transition, like some of the photos aren't even like, I guess if you look like now, you always have to have permission, but some of the photos aren't even like with permission. It could be some of the most iconic moments captured. It's not as you have to be a person. It could be people or a place or a thing, right? And how do you guys feel specifically about when capturing these moments? Do you think that photos should just be posted online for free or without permission?
Versus just like
in the history of time, like you have a lot of photos that are technically like, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for?
to me, it's like someone captured a moment. Like they didn't ask the person, like, "Yo, let me take a photo." They're just there observing. Yeah, it's like we said, capturing history, like in terms of that.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? It's like a.
Are you saying like photography where a person takes a picture of something
Something they're not supposed
like
to, or
say
without
right now,
permission.
I take a picture of these people and their family. Are you saying like I
Yes.
didn't ask them for permission?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
But because you're an artist, right, and you're a photographer, do you think that because you're capturing the essence of things that are beautiful to you, that photos should just be able to be posted because of the artistry behind it? Or do you think that there should always be some ground rules to photography?
No, I mean,
I feel like morally,
yeah,
we should ask, you know, in the end. But there's just that a little gray area where it's like art is art, so I
Yeah.
can't tell you how to do your art. But if it's of somebody else, maybe you should ask them if this is okay.
especially if it's
You
like
know
maybe
what I
a
mean?
close-up portrait, because there's like a bunch of street photographers who like.
Yeah,
there's
that's what I'm
probably
saying.
photos of you and you have no clue.
Exactly.
I
someone's
think that's
Instagram
just
feed.
part of the game.
Yeah.
You know.
It just
But
happens.
at some point, like for example, I'll shoot these events, and I've done this. I've shot some shit where this girl came up to me in the end, like, delete those pictures. I have a boyfriend. Like, don't post this. You know what I
That's
mean?
something
The
different,
sneaky
though.
link.
Nah, I'm saying like I had
I-
permission to take the pictures of this party,
Got it.
but now there's more context, even deeper. Like, I can't post this now because I'm showing something that shouldn't be seen. You know?
But I mean, if you take the, you know, the, like what immoral, like the immoral part
Yeah.
of her not supposed to be there, that's
Yeah.
really on her.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, you know, you want people to consume this idea or this moment you're trying to capture, because you said it's all about capturing moments, right? I feel like, me personally, that if you're taking a photo, you shouldn't necessarily get permission unless it was like like paparazzi, you at somebody's house. But I'm just saying that if it was just Nate, you know, how he's crouched down right now, like that, like that's a dope photo in my opinion. But I don't know. What do you feel?
I can't even take
What do
that
you think,
picture.
Nabil?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like I said, if it's like a super close-up portrait of someone, definitely like, yeah, I feel like you have. If you just go in someone's face and throw a camera in their face, that's kind of weird. Like, you should probably ask, hey, can I take a photo of you? But if it's something that's like, yo,
The
you're
government do it.
yeah, yeah, but that's the government. I don't control them. Yeah, don't arrest me, guys. Yeah, no, but like, if you're just on the street, because I've done this plenty of times, like when I first started,
Yeah.
street photography. So like, you're on the street. Sometimes you just see something, like someone walks by a building, and it's not super close to them, but like, the way it looks is cool. So you just take a photo of it. that happens all the time, and
Okay.
it's just something like unspoken thing of like, yeah, if it's not like a super close up picture of someone, then yeah, it's fine. And then I think there's levels to it. Like what you said, it's like there's people who like only shoot homeless people, and it's just like they know what they're doing when they're shooting that photo, but it's like, yo, this person, you're exploiting this person's pain to take a photo. In those terms, then it's like, okay,
But
maybe you should try to do something to compensate or ask them.
But I feel you.
It's a case by case
But
scenario.
if it's just like, if we're speaking binary, and it's just art, like yes or no.
yeah, you're able to take pictures what you want.
Got it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I agree.
So, I guess, and for those who are listening and watching, I'll let Nabil and Andy kind of speak on their styles of shooting and the preferences of like what they like to shoot. But my question for both of you is, how do you get the like object or place or person in front of the camera? How do you capture that the way you want, the way you want to?
So for me, I do a lot of like streetwear stuff, and then sometimes mainly now I do a lot of product stuff. But when I'm shooting a person, what I like to do is I like to just talk to them and just get them comfortable first.
Okay.
And it's like even the first few photos I'll never use. It's just more just so they get used to me having the camera in their face. Because it's like, it's the weird thing just to like have a camera just be like, the first thing you do is not usually like the best. So I do that and I talk to them as I'm doing it. And I tell them, yeah, like just whatever you want to talk about, just keep talking. Even if you see the camera face, like no matter what, I'll find moments to shoot.
Okay.
I think it just starts with that, like just making the person comfortable. Because then you get the real,
100%.
you get really what they are about, kind of. You get the best of them.
Got it.
Yeah.
I
What about
think
you,
in
Andy?
like my beginning of shooting, like in the first initial seconds of the shot, I'm just trying to get the lighting right.
Okay.
But in that same time, simultaneously, I'm making them comfortable with what they look like on camera. So I'm taking these shots to try to get the lighting right, but then I show them right after, like, this is kind of more along the lines of what I'm trying to go for.
Okay.
And they see themselves on camera, and they're like, all right, this is what I look like. I'm gonna fix this, fix that, and then now we're on a roll already because they already saw. Like 9 times out of 10, the shot is hot. I'm not going to lie. So
Like flex.
once the lighting is right, at least, that's where it really stems for me. Lighting has to be on point, and I'm very picky with that. I just told you about that the other day with that other shoot.
Yeah, we did a photo shoot, and then he told me like, yeah, I didn't really like the lighting on it. That's just why I haven't sent anything over, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm like, it makes sense.
Yeah, I've been having trouble with like natural light opposed to like studio light. Like I've always loved studio work because that's what I've done.
Yeah,
majority of
we're
my
opposites about that. Yeah.
We literally was talking about like what do you prefer in studio or natural settings?
I mean, if I'm outside, then cool. But if I'm indoors and in my studio, for example, and all the light source are just coming from those windows, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It just doesn't hit the same. But if I'm outside, like right now, I'll shoot just like this. I don't need lights. I don't need anything unless the shoot needs that. But I definitely like more in studio stuff. Just being fully in control of lighting and being fully in control of what I'm trying to get. Like it only serves best when I'm in the studio at night with no natural light in there.
Yeah, I like
nights like this, nights like this, nights like this.
Shout out, quick plug. Yeah, I like just the unknown variable of like, if I go outside and there's not any sunlight, how am I gonna make this seem a certain way? Like I just like that for when I shoot in a way. So I like the natural settings. Like whatever I'm given, I'm just gonna work around it.
Work with what you got.
Yo, sometimes you find a street light, you're like, okay, that's gonna work.
Yeah, that's the fun thing.
That's
about
like you're exploring. You're like
though.
learning stuff. It's just like you never know. It's just funner for me at least to shoot like that. Like that's just my vibe. I don't know.
What do you guys think is a bad photo?
All right, so art is subjective, but if you deep fry Kawhi something, I am sorry that you have a bad photo. But no, I guess
that's an aesthetic thing.
Yeah, it's an aesthetic thing. So it's
You know?
it's an aesthetic thing. But I mean, because there's people who take photos of like maybe like random flowers, and it's like the best thing in the world to some people.
Yeah.
And then to some people it's trash. It's all art, so it's just all subjective. But
yeah,
if
but
you-
that's what
I
I'm
guess
saying to you. What's a
to
bad
me,
photo?
I don't know. It's I don't know. You gotta give me like a
Do
thing.
you think
I
there are bad photos?
Definitely, there's probably bad photos out there.
100%.
You know what? Maybe there's not bad photos. There's bad moments. Let's do that if we're calling stuff.
Nah,
bad.
there's bad
Because
photos.
No, it's
if
bad
it
moments.
is
Like,
subjective,
I caught that at the wrong time. Shorty's
So
lip
what-
was like
Or the
this. I was like, she
photographer's
was looking
ass
that
and
way.
The shot is ass.
So what's a
though.
bad photo
Let's,
for you?
like a bad photo is bad editing. bad lighting, bad framing, if it's not all the way in focus however you wanted it to be, or I don't know. Like, I think it's a little different because, like, in film, like, you might not always get it perfect, but it looks good in film because it's film.
Yeah.
But with digital, like, if it's not all the way in focus, like, that's going to bother me with my photography.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not how I wanted it, then I'm mad as hell at myself later. Like, damn, if I just fixed that one little thing, it would make it a better
It
photo.
would be perfect.
I'm
Yeah.
clearly Bob Ross to this shit. I only have happy accidents.
Happy accidents.
I'm gonna be
God
honest though.
bless.
I gotta agree with Nabil a little bit. I think it's more so bad moments because when I'm thinking about people and I like if I'm on Instagram or something like that, you know how some people get that like blurry photo off, but it's one of the toughest photos in the world, right? And so like even that like badly edited photos sometimes come out as like amazing photos. And so I think I might have to agree with you on that. Like it might just be like
Yeah, like sometimes some
I
dudes
think
don't know
it
the
just
angles.
depends on like the subject that you're
Yeah.
shooting too, though. You know, like if it serves for it to kind of look a little off or whatever, then cool. You know, I've had a bunch of shoots like that.
Yeah.
yeah, but you never had like a drunk selfie is like blurred, but then it comes out tough. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Exactly.
But I think it's
Like,
levels to
it's-
the
it's a-
different photography that
technically
you're
it's a
talking
bad
about,
photo,
You know, like
but
say,
yeah.
say it's like a magazine cover doesn't serve the same kind of judging as a drunk selfie.
Fair enough.
You know.
Jurgen Teller, we're talking about you.
But also, like Vogue and all of these other places do like wild,
Yeah, we
stupid
called
shoots
him out
all the time.
We're calling
so
him out right now.
Who knows?
I get your style, but that was subjectively a bad photo shoot. That's all I'm saying.
Why are you judging?
No, it was bad. I think everyone can agree that was a bad. Jurgen Teller wilded out on that one.
What, you took a bad photo?
No, you know,
No.
Remember that
I don't take
shoot
bad
a while
photos.
ago? Jurgen Teller with he like had the people doing normal things like celebrities doing normal things.
Oh, like the
There was
guy
a-
from Sorry to Bother You was like sitting
Yeah,
in a chair. like-
yeah.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
like I get your
Ah.
style, I get what you're going for, but unfortunately, like
Who, Lakeith?
Yeah, but they probably paid him mad
No,
bread
so-
for
so
that
Jurgen,
shit
you shot
too,
that.
you
Dude,
know?
you shot
so
that.
But what, he shot Lakeith?
Yeah, he shot Lakeith. He shot a bunch of people that weekend, and like
he
that
shot
whole
him like in a tree or something.
yeah,
right?
it was just like, dude, this like I get
Oh,
what
I
you're
saw those
yeah,
photos.
I get what
I
you're
saw
trying
those
to
photos.
do, but it's just no that like you've had good ones of that, and then in some cases it's just no, that was kind of like
But
a
that's like
bad
dead his
one.
style though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
That's
that's
his
what's
style,
crazy.
which is
But
it's
they
like
paying.
no, but there's versions of that he does that are good. It's just like that one you kind of missed, my
So
guy.
maybe that was a bad moment.
So that was a bad moment.
Who are some of your, I guess, because you said you don't really necessarily follow the history of it, what are some of your favorite shoots that you've seen? Like for me, obviously, like I'm a big fan of Jonathan Mannion. I love like the album covers and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that would definitely be up there for me, like that style of shooting. But what about you?
For me, I think a lot of like the tour stuff that's coming out recently. Like I feel like was it Estop Milan? That dude
Mhm.
like the stuff,
Sam,
yeah, Sam, his
he's
stuff
the
is
man,
fire.
bro.
Yeah, I think a lot of the new like tour photographers who like stuck it out,
Yeah.
like, they're really good. Like they've been doing some cool stuff. Because I feel like a lot of people just got in it for just like, yo, I'm trying to get near a celebrity and just like become their personal photographer. But it's like now there's people who are like capturing real moments that were like super cool. Like Steve Sweatpants at the Street Dreams Mag, like everything he does is like amazing.
Got
So
it.
I love that stuff.
I think what's that photographer's name? David LaChapelle, who does like
Oh,
all
yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
like album covers or just like shoots and stuff.
Yeah.
What I like most about his shoots is that he pays attention to detail. You know, like there's so many factors into the thing where it's like color scheme or like props,
Yeah.
lighting, all these things he's really focused on, and I think that looks amazing. You know, when you can pay attention to those little details, like I'm pointing out to those things. You know, maybe not everyone else, but like it makes his full-on work even worth it if I'm able to like point everything out that he did.
Yeah.
You know, and I appreciate that kind of art, attention to detail.
Got it. If you could create an ideal photo shoot, anything that you wanted to, always want to do, like if you could do something in your career right now, what would you do? Discuss the
like a-
elements of it, like how you would make the photo perfect.
I actually know which album mine's. I'm gonna wait. You go first.
Go ahead. I need
No,
to
go
think
first. Go
a little
first. You
bit.
sure? It's all right.
Nabil been thinking about this. For
No,
a
no, I
minute.
know.
No,
Actually,
man,
I actually. If anyone is willing enough to try this, I want to shoot someone's wedding photos in one of the old school McDonald's. So like, I can shoot you in the ball pit and like you eating a fucking burger. With
That's
I don't eat
cool.
McDonald's, bro.
No, I know. I'm not saying you're not. You're not. Well, when you get married,
Thank
if you want to ever do that, yeah, like I feel like that'd be
bro.
cool.
You got
I
your
mean,
photographer right here
Bro,
for that day.
but I want to creative direct it. I'm just gonna have Andy shoot.
Oh,
it.
you're not gonna
I'm not
shoot
gonna
it.
shoot it.
Oh,
I
so you're
gotta
just gonna
shoot
direct it? You're not gonna
I'm
shoot it?
with that.
But yeah, no, like I
Teamwork.
feel like it'd be really cool, just like if you capture someone in a McDonald's, because like that's something from your childhood,
Yeah, okay.
and then it's another milestone in your life, and it'd be like really cool to like see the juxtaposition of that. So
They better
yeah.
cut you a check for that.
Yeah. I mean, I would figure a way how to make that work, but
Bro, I haven't-
yeah, no, but I'm serious. Yeah, like I think that'd be. I want to shoot someone's wedding photos in McDonald's.
I don't know how I feel if I had Grimace in the background and I had to tuck.
Hey,
some-
man,
Hey, yo.
he might officiate the wedding. You never know.
That is a cool photo right there.
Think about it. That'd be fire.
That'd
I mean,
be-
like, yo, you had Grimace at your wedding, bro? Come on, that's
So
historic.
if I do that at my wedding,
Yeah, you got McDonald's to sponsor it. They
you
gotta
gotta
sponsor
eat. You gotta eat pork.
it. Nah, sorry.
Then
I
I'm not
won't
doing
forgive it if it's on camera.
it. Stop
Those are
saying
crazy circumstances.
that. All right.
You shouldn't have went there. You knew you shouldn't have went there.
back to the business.
I don't
Yeah.
have like a crazy concept, but like there's definitely little things that I've always wanted to do. So I'll just like throw one out there. And if you do this, you're a fucking bitch. I said it first.
Don't steal the
You
idea.
know what I mean? But I want to take a picture of a shitty clown, like a clown that
What's up
looks
with
like
y'all clown?
run
Ronald?
down.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Word. I didn't even really mean to do that like that. But
We are
very
pro
on brand,
clown
very on brand,
on
yeah.
this-
But yeah,
on this
I want
podcast,
a
man.
sad
I'm
ass
not.
clown.
I'm
Like
not.
you know how clowns are supposed to look happy. I want him to be sad, looking, probably smoking a cigarette, like with
Yeah.
all the ash, like just still there. And I don't know. I just find beauty in sad things
Yeah.
sometimes.
We're pro clown, bro. You know why?
I'm scared. I'm scared.
You know why? You know why we're pro clown?
Why?
Because somewhere my future wife is with a clown, but now she's gonna meet a real one when she meets me, and it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Fuck yeah.
we're pro
What's
clown
wrong
on the
with you?
show.
Fuck yeah.
I'm not afraid of clowns, but they are definitely terrifying.
You saw it, didn't you? That's why.
Nah, I love.
Nah,
I
you're
love
scared.
that.
Yo, he's scared of it, guys.
No,
I don't
and,
like
and
clowns.
I love the original because Tim Curry's amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
But
I don't like clowns.
stop, Andy.
I'm never gonna be invited to the podcast again.
No, never. We can't have you back. The show is
Gave
all
him
yours.
His wedding photos at McDonald's, like that's what you pictured for him.
Bro, I haven't eaten McDonald's in
It's
10
gonna be so good.
years. Where do you see your career going as a photographer?
I don't see it me being just a photographer anymore. I think it's more me. I've established a team
Okay.
and I can assign them jobs now. So now I have my own business.
Would you
know?
still be? So would you kind
I
of
would shoot
remove
more for
yourself?
myself, but
Okay.
I would have more of a team to like place whenever it's something I don't want to do or I can't do. You know, like I'll have somebody for that. Oh, I don't shoot this specific style that you're going for, but my man's does.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw him in there. You know.
So for yourself though, like, do you feel like you will remove yourself from completely like photographing other people? So like, what would that look like to you if you're shooting for yourself? Like, what does that mean?
Well, I want to just shoot more for myself rather than like commissions and stuff.
No, but like, what does that mean? Are you gonna just like, I want to give an
I'll
artistic point of
orchestrate my
view?
own stuff, like my own experimental shoots, like that clown thing that I said. I would do that on my
Okay.
own, and like that'll be fun to me because I thought of it myself rather than like someone giving me something that they wanted and I really have no input in. Like,
Okay.
that's what made photography not so much fun for me anymore. Because in the beginning it was fun because I was shooting what I wanted, and then it kind of just became a job. And for me, when it just becomes a job, it's not fun anymore.
It's not fun, yeah.
You know, but you got to find fun in that.
Okay.
You know, so sometimes I'll get like the occasional gig where someone kind of gives me more free control, but like they orchestrated how they wanted to look or the styling or, small little things like that. But I still get to do what I want.
That's dope.
And that makes it fun.
That's dope.
So I see myself orchestrating more shoots like that.
Got it.
Stuff that just comes from my brain and I'm just doing it because now I have that time.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that it's obviously for both of y'all because it's your realm, but like two things. Do you think that photography is overly saturated from a artistic standpoint, not just like because we all have phones and shit? And then where do you guys see photography going?
I don't want to say it's oversaturated because, like, buy a camera, go have fun, shoot what you want to shoot. But if you're going to make it a business, then, you got to take it a little more serious. But I applaud anybody that wants to try photography. It just, once you step into the business side of it, it's a little different than just snapping away now,
But like, I guess before you answer like where do you think it's going, I guess kind of like describe the elements that goes into taking a photo. Like,
well, aside from like the equipment that's being used and set up and studio stuff, there goes into editing, and that's programs and time and money and
like if I wanted to go to Best Buy, right, and buy a Canon or a Leica or something, what would the steps for me to, like, what advice would you give me starting off if I wanted to be a photographer?
I think you can shoot with any camera, but it's more about the lenses.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
know what kind of shot you're trying to get. So if you want like a good portrait shot, like my favorite lens to use is the Sigma lens, the 18 to 35. So I would recommend that. Like, oh, you want a nice close-in shot, like with a nice bokeh in the back, so it's blurred nice and stuff. Get the Sigma lens, you know. But it's not really so much about the camera. I guess to a certain degree it is, but I make do with what I got, and that's always what I had to do. Like, my first camera was a Canon Rebel T3i, and that's realistically a fucking shitty camera to me, but it's not no, you know, Mark II, Mark III, whatever, but I made it work. And once I got the lens, that changed everything. So it's really, for me, it's more about the lenses. You could buy any camera you want, but once you get into the lenses and know what kind of shot you're trying to really make, then you're golden.
Got
You're
it.
golden at that point.
So where's photography going after that? Like, and then
Like
in the future of all,
technology-based?
yeah, it doesn't matter if you want to do it from a
Bro, I
technology
hope that
point.
I can like install a camera in my head
I was gonna say that.
and then just
like what's the
boom,
dude name?
got it. Like,
What's the dude had the antenna in his head?
you talking about
The weird guy.
It was like Neil something
Martians?
Orbison.
He had he was like
The dude who had the antenna in his
He
head.
installed
You
the
about to do
antenna
something
in
like
his
that? Neil Orbison.
I always want a camera in my eye that I can blink and take a photo. That's all I want. I
or
think
like
that should
the
be right.
glasses.
Oh yeah, if there's
like
glasses,
like the Google.
if there was
what's
shit,
that?
yeah, if there was like a thing,
That
that's,
would be sick.
but they were like really good. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be
That could go really creepy and weird at
yeah,
at
that could
some
be. That
point,
could,
though.
yeah, this is
So
probably.
I don't
yeah,
know if I want.
this is not
to
a.
go
This is probably
there.
maybe we have to.
Never
work out some
mind.
kinks.
Scratch that idea. It could get really.
We
weird.
have to work out some kinks.
That
There's some
could
there's
get
some creeps
really
out there.
weird. Black Mirror type shit.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah,
But-
that could get weird.
I don't know. I think we're already in a good way for technology, camera-wise, at least from what I've seen and what I've experienced. But hopefully the cameras are a little more user-friendly. I have I've had cameras that I've never used before, and like people use them all the time. They probably know how to use it great. But once I'm in it, I'm like, this is like another language to me. You know,
Got it.
like buttons are set up a different way. Like, that's always the worst thing. Like, when I got into film, that was horrible for me. Like, that was horrible for me. That's why I love the point and shoot. I don't gotta do a damn thing, but boom, bang, bim, like, it's done.
Damn, man, just sipping that.
Fiji,
Smoky, smoky down here.
Fiji.
Where
water.
do you think photography is going? Do you think we've reached a point where like you can only keep increasing like
Yeah, it's like how many megapixels are gonna fit into a camera.
Resolution,
Yeah,
that's it?
I think it's just different features. Like maybe we'll be able to take 3D photos, like real
that
3D.
would be crazy?
Like you're able to take a photo from like one angle and like the camera figures out, like it's built like this, like you know.
That's
Like,
kind of dope.
I feel like Damani would enjoy
He
that.
would love that.
Yeah, Damani would love that.
Aren't there
yeah.
film cameras that kind of
Yeah, it
emulate
sounds
what
like
you're
a three
saying?
like GIFs,
Mhm.
but yeah, like if it's like you could just take one photo of something and it scans all around like 360 vibes.
That would be crazy.
I know it's probably there's 360 cameras
They're,
somewhere.
they're doing it. Well,
Yeah.
well, I don't know, but you know, like at the awards, like
Yeah,
Emmys and
that
stuff, they
yeah,
got
the
that
shot
little
thing.
spin thing.
Yeah. Like
I-
yeah,
that's
like
pretty-
I
that's
think if we
that
get
shit
we
is
get
awesome.
we get like a user friendly one where it's like for entry level stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like the minute that becomes normalized, it's gonna be like they're gonna come up with something else. But
Can you get one for the studio?
I don't think so. I'm not probably with that. Might have to be you.
Come on.
You just gotta drop a couple shirts.
Yeah.
Just a couple.
But yeah, I think like stuff like that might be really cool. When they start doing stuff like that on a normal level, become
Word.
Yeah.
That'd be that. Yeah. That would be nuts. I never thought about that. That's interesting.
360 camera.
I would love to expand on that, but I don't think it's been done.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have no more. But I think that'd be cool if they had like a one that you could buy like a Canon that's just like you just have. It's like $1,000 or something. Yeah, cool.
It's not gonna be $1,000.
I know. I'm wishful thinking.
That's like, I don't even know.
We're being signaled to make the fire worse, so my eyes I can't open them.
Oh yeah.
You guys can't see it because I'm wearing
we-
shades, but my
we-
eyes are closed this whole time.
It's
I-
been burning
I-
my eyes the whole time.
Yeah, this is horrible.
I
for
kind
me.
of botched the intro, guys, who was listening.
That's cool. Don't worry about it.
I didn't even tell where we were at.
We are outside.
No, we're actually outside.
Yeah, we are outside.
We're
We're
at the beach.
We're on the beach.
With a bonfire going
Yeah.
on, and the fire is going out.
It is.
And so,
I was kind of getting happy for that.
It low key has been keeping my legs warm. And
Oh, that's good for you. I've gotten
Breeze.
sparked one. Oh, no. No.
nah.
You gotta put that in there more, my guy. That is what? Sean,
what?
move that closer to that. Thank you.
Come on, man.
All right, cool. Thank you.
They're gonna be like, why is there such a pause on the audio? Sorry, guys. They got me over here like Bear Grylls right
Bring
now.
in the cardboard.
And now the
throwers.
flame
Whoa, hey,
No.
I got leg
All
hair.
right,
No.
We're gonna have to
No.
move. We're gonna have to
Diablo.
move.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall over.
Oh man.
Yeah, no.
Yo, I love this idea.
Yeah, no, sorry, Sean. I'm gonna fall over.
Oh, nah.
The bill just fell over his seat.
Yeah, that's the only way I get out of there. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, that's the only way to get out.
Guys,
Yo.
we love you. Andy, Nabil,
You get your mic.
because they flipped. Oh shit! Now I
Yeah,
gotta move.
I
Hold up.
Yeah, okay, welcome.
Alright, we back.
I gotta move now.
Your chair is on my mic.
All right, guys.
Yo,
Nabil, Andy, bring us home, please.
Yo,
we didn't even eat these s'mores. Damn, did my stick? Oh, my stick is good.
guys.
Hold
this
up.
has been Look, Don't Touch. We're gonna get out of here because stuff's burning.
Hell
See ya.
yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Let's go.
We'll see y'all.
Woo!